Hello YouTube family, welcome back to another flow. So if you're new here, my name is Meffan. I am a yoga teacher, and if you're here all the time, welcome back. I hope you enjoy this practice. So this practice in particular is not like my others in that it was planned to be filmed and therefore kind of sequenced for you. I actually wanted to step on my mat today and do my own practice, and I thought, you know what, I just want to share it with someone. And you all have become those someones. So this is going to be very much an intuitive practice. It's morning time here for me when I'm filming this. So it's probably going to be quite into the hip space because personally my hips are feeling quite tight this morning. But hopefully it is something that you can resonate with and that you can find some real yumminess in the flow. I really, really hope so. And just before we get started, guys, as lots of you will already know, but some of you won't, I have an online monthly membership called the Soul Sanctuary. There are over 270 practices there for you to sink yourself into. So please do think about coming to join us. We've got big things coming this year, really exciting stuff. So now is an amazing time to join the community. The link is below. Let's get on with our practice. So we're going to get started sitting down. You can grab your block and just come into this cross-leg position. So right now here for me, I can feel that my right side hip is a little bit tighter than the left. So in my seated position, I'm just going to take these first few moments to ground and to move side to side. So I invite you to close your eyes and just check in with the body. Maybe there are some little circles that happen. And I really want these first few moments to be all about just dropping in and taking that scan of the body. How am I feeling today? When I flow on my own, this is kind of personally how I like to arrive, how I like to drop in, just by observing and becoming aware. And if the cross-leg position is not comfortable for you at all, you can just come to a kneeling position. And then when you're kind of done with your swaying, with your circling, your wiggles, I just invite you to take a few moments of stillness. Hands wherever you'd like them to be, maybe palms up, palms down, depending on where you're drawn to. So today, very much drawn to this palms open, this surrender to what will be. Letting go of control. You know, often when we wake up and we feel tight and we feel a bit niggly and achy in the body, we think, right, how can I change this? How can I control this feeling? And we step onto our mats, but really what we're looking for here is just some time to feel nourished. If I walk away from this practice and my hips still feel the same, that's absolutely okay. That probably will be what happens. But really the goal here is showing up and just taking this time for myself. Drop the chin down to the chest. As you breathe, start to fill up through the back body. And then taking that head around to the right side. And then bringing it round to the left. Just taking a few half neck rolls here. Again, starting slow and just having these moments to check in. And to really connect to the breath. And coming back to neutral, placing the fingertips behind you, open the heart. So really shine that heart forwards and upwards. Maybe even you find a smile. Inhale, sweep the arms high up to the sky. Take hold of the right wrist with the left hand and stretch it over to the left side, opening through the right side body. And if you too are doing this early in the morning, this is always a really nice one to be like, oh yeah, I just need that space and that cracking open. And then coming over to the other side, take hold of left wrist with the right hand. And stretching it over to the right side so we get that beautiful opening through the left side body. And then coming back through center. Coming over onto all fours. And really just working with your intuition here. So that might mean a traditional cat-cow where we inhale, lift the chest, exhale round the spine. It might mean something a little deeper, a little bigger for you. So maybe that's circles. It could be coming backwards and forwards through child's pose. So just taking a few breaths to explore. And then tucking under the toes, ground down through the hands, fly the bottom all the way back to that downward facing dog. Coming in, inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, bend through the knees, push it back. Inhale, come up high onto the toes again. Exhale, bend through the knees, push it back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, push it back. Beautiful. Just take a moment, pedal out through those feet. Can you get that deeper stretch into the calf muscle? On an inhale, wave the body forwards. Let's take a moment in high plank, firing up through the core. Super important that we switch this on. Now I'm going to shift the weight forward so my shoulders are over my wrists. And just breathe here. So almost the same arm position you'd be in if you were going into Bakasana crow pose. Come back to that neutral stacking, shoulders over wrists in your plank. Hold here. You're really feeling that core body firing up now. And then wave it all the way back, downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg up to the sky, open the hip. So shoulders stay square, but we're opening the hip. Now option to bend the knee here or keep it straight. Bent knee is going to be easier, and you're going to take circles through that hip space. Now, obviously, if the leg's straight, there's a lot more strength that has to happen in these circles. And you could do one straight, one bent, and then go the other way. And when you've taken equal amounts on both sides, place that right foot down, switch sides, sweep the left leg up, shoulders stay square, but the intention here is to open those hips. Option to bend the knee if that feels good. Take circles through the hip space. And like I said, straightening that leg, coming for the more powerful variation if you are feeling for it. And then grounding down through both feet. On your next inhale, either step or you can float the feet to the outside edge of the mat, at the top of the mat, come down from Malasana. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Hands come to heart center and close the eyes. Take a little bit of a dance here, just shifting, swaying side to side. Maybe just twisting ever so slightly as well. Always just checking in. How am I feeling now? Is anything changed? Can I reconnect to my breath here? Fingertips come down, start to lift the bottom all the way up. Heel toe the feet to hip width apart. You can take a bend in the knees here, ground down through the left hand, sweep the right arm up, bend through the left knee. And then the option, if it's there for you, you could wrap that right arm around and take it to the hook of the inside of the left. Gaze going up to the sky. And then unraveling. Switching sides, ground down through the right hand. Bend the right leg as the left arm sweeps up to the sky. And then either staying here or the option to take that wrap around and the left hand comes into the inside of the right thigh. Still that gaze goes up towards the sky. And then release it all the way down. Now from here, start to inhale as you roll the spine all the way up. And then exhale as you float it back down, lift the chest. Inhale up, so we're waving here. Exhale, you can allow the ribs to go out, sit into the bottom and forward fold. Inhale up, make this fluid. Exhale, a few more times like that. One more time. And then staying in your forward fold, allow the head to hang heavy. Ground down through the hands, take a step back, find that plank position again. Option for chaturanga or come down to modify through the knees, inhaling upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes all the way up to the sky and then step it through between the hands. Right arm comes up. Easy twist. Now you can modify. You can drop that back knee down. From the easy twist, you're going to bring it over into right side Skandasana. You're going to take the arms up to the sky. So can you feel that length through the chest as you drop into that Skandasana? Left hand's going to come down. Right arm sweeps all the way over. Revolve Skandasana. Oh, that juicy IT band stretch. So good. Cactus the arm here. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the arm over. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, beautiful. Now from here, you're going to sit on the bottom and now place the right knee on top of the left knee. Left leg's out straight. Doesn't matter if you've traveled off your mat, does not matter at all. Take an inhale, lengthen through the chest. Start to walk those hands forwards. Crown of the head reaches long. One more breath here. Inhale, coming all the way up. Now, can you come back onto the ball of that right foot, place the hands down, and we're just going to pulse here, undulate. So inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And lift it all the way back up. Now pivot yourself around so that you come to a right side low lunge. Lift the chest, sweep the arms up. Kali Mudra through those hands. Hug the ears with the arms. Engage the glutes, engage the inner line of energy, the adductors, lifting through the core. And then you can start to shift forwards into the deeper lunge. Take the right arm back, left arm forwards. Option to just stay here or to find a little heart opener as you gaze up towards the sky. And then starting to unravel all the way around. Ardha Hanumanasana, either with the fingertips down to the floor, you could take them to blocks, or you can come to more of an active, balanced variation where the hands can come to the hips or they can fly out to the sides. And I invite you to still take the forward fold if you're able to. And remembering to breathe. If you're in the more balanced variation, notice what has to happen in the body to keep that balance. Everybody lifting the chest, bring it forwards, frame the foot, step it all the way back to a plank position, and then we'll make your way through your vinyasa, modifying if you need to, meeting back in the downward facing dog. Take an inhale, sweep the left leg, all the way up. Left leg steps through, and we open that left arm up to the sky. So in our easy twist, you've got the option to drop it all the way down through the back knee to modify. Inhaling. Exhale here. Now pivot yourself around. Find left side Skandasana. Reach the arms up, remember, so that we're lengthening through the spine here. And then we're going to take that right hand down, place it next to the left foot. The left arm is our guide. It sweeps us all the way over. Find left side, revolve Skandasana. Inhale, lengthen the arm, lift the hips. Exhale, bring it back, cactus arms, drop hip. Inhale up. Exhale. One more, inhale up. Exhale, drop the hips, come onto the bottom, stack the left knee on top of the right leg, and start to walk the hands forwards, finding your fold. And just remembering to connect with the breath here. One more breath. And then lifting the chest all the way up. Now we're going to ground down through that left foot like we did on the other side. Hands come down to the mat. They can be on fingertips. Inhale, lift and lengthen the chest. Exhale, fold it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Beautiful. Lift it all the way up. Now you're going to push yourself all the way around so the left foot comes back to the lunge and we take the back knee down. Reach the arms up. Left side low lunge. Kali Mudra through the hands. Really strong through the body. And then drop it into the stretch. Deeper into the lunge once everything is activated. Connect to breath. And then right arm goes forward, left arm goes back this time. Option to stay here or drop that back arm down to the back leg. Right arm reaches up to the sky and the gaze goes with it. And then bringing yourself all the way back to neutral. Find your variation of Ardha Hanumanasana. So you can take your fingertips down to the floor, you can take them to blocks, or you can try this more balanced variation. If you're working with that balance, you're going to want to find your drishti, your gazing point. Still lengthening through the spine. Beautiful. Inhale, coming forwards. Place the hands down either side of the foot. Step it all the way back to plank and make your way through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, wave it all the way back. Downward facing dog. Now we're just going to activate that core again as we wave through the spine. Take an inhale up onto the toes, tuck chin to chest as you round the spine, come towards your plank position. Exhale, bend elbows, ping the bottom up towards the sky. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, take it back. Two more like this, flowing with the rhythm of your own breath. Take it back. And last time, bring it forwards. And wave it back. Beautiful. Drop down to the knees. And then just bring your bottom onto your heels. So you've got two options here depending on how you're feeling in this practice. I'm going to go into frog because I really want to get deep and juicy into that hip space. If frog is too much for you at this moment, then you're just going to take it into a wide leg child's pose, like such a nice in-between place to be, and you can lengthen through the spine as well. So find your variation. Find what it is that your body is asking you for today. And just because you can do a frog doesn't mean you have to go there. I want you to intuitively know what your body is asking for, and then gift your body with that. When you get to your child's pose or your frog, close your eyes. We're going to take some nice big deep breaths here to just really connect with this space. As you breathe, I want you to send the breath to nourish into the hip space. So send your focus to the hips. So Svadhisthana, our second chakra, that place of really relationships, expression, creativity, sexuality, all happening right down there in Svadhisthana. So as you send the breath there, just moving more and more into alignment. And if you feel out of alignment, if this pose is really triggering, just allow it to be your teacher. There is never any need to worry, as it were. This practice is all about just making the observations and becoming aware so that then when we step off the mat, we can learn, we can shift, we can grow. Taking a few more deep breaths here together. And as well, just know that this pose can be emotionally triggering. If you feel that your senses for maybe being a bit teary, maybe being angry, anxious, frustrated, if feelings like that arise, if those emotions come in, just know that that's normal and that's okay. Honor those emotions, invite them close. And gently moving yourself away from either your wide leg child's pose or your frog, and then coming into a narrow leg child's pose. So hugging everything together again. Super important that we just take a moment to rebound from that deep, deep opening and just come back into what we might deem as a more safe space. And close the eyes and you can just rock side to side here. Just taking a few more breaths to observe. Notice that tingling sensation that's happening down in the hip space. That beautiful energy. And then slowly peeling the body all the way up to kneeling. Roll the shoulders back. Take an inhale through the nose. And let it go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. And then place the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take a little twist. And then bring those arms all the way back up to the sky again. Cactus the arms. And then bring it round to the other side. So right hand goes to the left knee. Finding that twist. On our inhales, we create space. And as we exhale, we move a little deeper into that space that we've created. And then slowly unraveling. Just come into a comfortable seated position. You could stay in kneeling if that works for you. Placing the hands down onto the knees. Roll those shoulders back. Take an inhale, lift the chest forwards. Exhale, round the spine, drop the chin to chest. Inhale, bring it forwards and up. Exhale, bring it back. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale back. And then come back to neutral, eyes closed. And just take a moment here to ground into your body, ground into your mat, into your space, into the hips, noticing the bottom and the legs connecting to your earth. Feeling that energy rising as you grow taller all the way through the spine, up and out through the crown of the head. Bring one hand on top of the other, just over the heart space. Can you connect here to any vibrations, any feelings, any sensations that are happening in the body? My invitation to you is to not label them. Don't label it as good or bad, positive, negative. Just allow it to be. Whatever arises in any yoga practice is meant to be there. And it won't always be easy. There will be more triggering practices and there will be more joyful practices. But that is why we step onto our mat, because we know that yoga can be our greatest teacher. We'll seal our practice with one big releasing breath. Take an inhale. And let it go. Thank you all for sharing my morning practice with me, and thank you of course to the lineage of yoga and all of the teachers that came before me that allow me to be here in this space with you all. I always think it's so beautiful when we do that releasing breath at the end. Knowing that how many of you flow with me on YouTube, how amazing it is that somebody else in the world was probably doing that releasing breath at the same time. I just love that. So if you enjoyed that practice and you like flowing with me, then please, please come and check out the Soul Sanctuary. As I mentioned, it is an online membership. We have got big things coming over the next few months. We will be launching an app and there will be big changes coming, but I would say that it would probably be a good time for you to get in there now. So yeah, come join us. The link is below. You get new content every month, and there are over 270 videos already on the membership. So that is 270 practices for you to like sink your pause into and to enjoy. So yeah, come join us. Links below. Thank you so much for flowing, and I will see you again on the mat very soon. Bye-bye.